What you're looking at right now is not just an abandoned building. This place once carried the weight of an entire country. Ahead of us stands the old terminal of Larnaca International Airport, a structure that quietly tells one of the most important stories in modern Cypriot history. Today it is sealed, crumbling, and forgotten by most, but for decades, this was Cyprus's lifeline to the world. As we walk closer, notice how ordinary it looks. No grand facade, no dramatic architecture, just concrete, glass, and time. And yet, this ground has witnessed urgency, resilience, and recovery. The surroundings feel empty now. Fences, scrubland, long stretches of silence broken only by wind and distant aircraft using the modern runway nearby. But this was never meant to be permanent. Before 1974, Cyprus's main airport was Nicosia International Airport. That airport handled the country's international connections, until the summer of invasion changed everything. When Nicosia Airport was captured and closed during the Turkish invasion, Cyprus was suddenly cut off. Flights had nowhere to land. The country needed an airport immediately, and that responsibility fell here. Larnaca Airport was not destroyed by war. It was created by necessity. After 1974, Larnaca became Cyprus's emergency international gateway. Facilities were expanded quickly, adapted rather than perfected. The priority wasn't comfort, it was survival. From this terminal, Cyprus reconnected with the outside world. Refugees left. Aid arrived. Families reunited. Tourism slowly returned. 4 decades after the invasion, this airport carried the emotional and economic recovery of the island. Millions passed through these doors, not because it was beautiful, but because it was essential. As we step inside, the atmosphere changes immediately. The air feels heavier, cooler, still. Sunlight cuts through broken windows, illuminating dust that has settled undisturbed for years. The sound of footsteps echoes far longer than it should. This was once the main arrivals hall. Imagine the noise, rolling suitcases, announcements, languages overlapping, children running ahead, soldiers returning home. Tourists stepping into Cyprus for the first time. Now, there is only silence. Look around carefully. Faded signage still clings to the walls. Greek and English directions point toward gates that no longer exist. The floor is cracked. Ceiling panels sag. Paint peels slowly, not violently, as if time is gently erasing the place rather than destroying it. This airport didn't shut down overnight because of disaster. It closed quietly. When the new, modern Larnaca International Airport opened in 2009, operations moved there. This terminal was simply left behind. No ceremony, no farewell flight, just abandonment. The most haunting part of places like this isn't the damage, it's what remains. Rows where chairs once stood, ticket counters frozen in place, offices that still feel occupied, even though they've been empty for years. Nature has started to return. Small plants push through cracks. Birds find shelter inside. This isn't vandalized chaos. It's slow decay, the kind that only happens when a place is no longer needed, but still remembered. As we move deeper into the building, the spaces become more personal. Narrow corridors, staff offices, security rooms. This is where airport workers spent entire careers, decades of routine, stress, and responsibility. People who kept Cyprus connected to the world after one of its darkest moments. Imagine the final working day. No dramatic ending, just a last shift, a locked door, and the knowledge that this chapter was over. Few abandoned places carry this kind of dignity. As we step back outside, behind us stands a terminal that helped rebuild a nation after 1974, then quietly stepped aside when it was no longer needed. It exists because Cyprus adapted, and it was abandoned because Cyprus moved forward. Thank you for walking through this forgotten gateway with me. If you found this journey meaningful, please like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you in the next walk.